It's been an interesting journey to go from Willmar to St. Cloud back to Willmar, but it was an opportunity that speaks well of our community. We really like this community. We moved away for 2 years. We never really separated from Willmar. We were trading kids in Paynesville with other parents, and then the opportunity came up to come back to Willmar, and I asked the family, and I thought they're going to start running out the door to get down here. This is where we belonged, is in Willmar. The Chamber seems to be the place with our volunteers that things are born. And once they're born and they can crawl or walk on their own, we kind of kick it out the door and let it be on its own and then move on to the next project. The things I'm most proud of that I was involved with because of my job, but also because I wanted to be involved as a resident of the community, definitely is the Destination Playground. And then I think the second one that really comes to mind is when we were awarded the All-America City. And the best part is we weren't here to hear it, but when Mayor Heitke announced that we were an All-America City at the Willmar Fest event on Saturday night, you could almost hear all the cheers in Atlanta. It was a big deal. I know there were tears of happiness that happened. It was just one of those great experiences that I was happy to be part of. You know, the things that make Candy White County unique, I think, are the partnerships and collaboration that happens out there. You know, we've seen projects over the years with economic development where one bank maybe couldn't have the whole loan, so they partnered with another bank. You don't hear that very often where those kind of things happen, and there's lots of examples of organizations sharing people, sharing volunteers to get the work done. That's what we're supposed to do, and it's just so many times it's just a wonderful experience to see that happen in our community. It's easier to lead than it is to follow for me, and I have always found that I thought being in a leadership role and helping people get things done is what I'm here for, and I've never shied away from chairing anything. And because I see that the chair's role is to take everybody and put them on the bus, get them to the right place, let them do their thing, let them have a little fun while they're doing it, and get them back safely, and the project's done, and then we move on to the next one. And I'm very fortunate. I've got a wonderful job. Every day is different. And I don't really look at it as I get paid to do the things I do. It's kind of a bonus. But I really like being involved in the community, and I wish others would step up too, because it's a great experience. You make new friends. And you know, it's kind of fun when you drive through the communities and you go, yep, we worked on that. Yep, we worked on that. I remember that one. That was a tough one, but we got her done. And just so many examples of that in the community that the Chamber and Ken Warner person, we're not in it for the credit, we're in it to get it done. The organizations I really feel strongly about that have made a difference in our community are, of course, the Community Foundation. They've grown so much from when it started in the boardroom in the back here, but the United Way, of course, helps so many people, and we saw that leadership step up during the pandemic. The Economic Development Commission, of course, they've got a rock star team over there getting things done, and I think we work well together in that partnership. And then our Convention and Visitors Bureau has been part of the Chamber for a long time. There isn't a month that doesn't go by I don't get a call from some community saying we're starting to see people different than us. We called around the state and said, who's done a really good job with diversity? And they say, Willmar. So tell us what you did. And we kid each other that sometimes that the mayor and Sarah Carlson and I, that we should just sit down and document all this stuff because it's a great story. And people are looking at Willmar as a leader in diversity efforts. I think it's important that you be involved in your community. You live here. You don't have to do a lot. You could adopt a park and pick up things around the park, or you could get involved in something else that another group is doing. And I think you have to remember that it's not a committee for life. It's a volunteerism, so you go in and do what you want. And we invite people in all the time to come into our committees, and they can observe to make sure it's what they thought it was. And then they can join the committee or they can try another one. It's that important. I'm much better at giving out awards than I am receiving them. But this means a lot because I know who the foundation represents. I know at the banquet that there's a lot of the community leadership out there, and it's nice to be acknowledged that the things that I've done, people have noticed silently, or sometimes you get a phone call or an email saying, hey, that was a great project, thanks for what you do. But it's nice when it's out there in front of the whole community. So thank you.